Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play, and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about the that you do? Why you always rapping about the that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that.
Sometimes my feelings are running high. Sometimes I can't even give it a try. Sometimes I keep it.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
Right to the air is Burrow. Short throw to Smith. Down the sideline he goes. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 46 yards. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
With career touchdown number 60.
And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
The Ravens at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game, and those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence, and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for the secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Beckham in motion right.
Yo.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Here we go. 11 MT. Stop.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
That's taken on the 25.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
2nd quarter now for Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Intended for number 34, incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 5 yards to go.
Now 2nd and 5. They run over center with Mitchell.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And it is caught. And he will have the Ravens first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Yo. Shut up!
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll run it here. And this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They go backwards there 2 yards and second. Now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Edwards is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you.
Wow!
Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On one, ready?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
180.
Now Burrow. He's got a man, complete. Still on his feet. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 75 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
On one, ready?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Miles Murphy, he's the one who got in there and hit him for a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They run. It's Hill. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Bengals will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right?
Here we go.
And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver?
Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, 32 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That's a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Ravens 14. Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Mixing up the middle. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
One, ready?
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
You gotta make it happen.
Here's Jackson. And this one's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Change it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
From the gun, Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Jones. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
11, Thomas.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. There he goes, right side. Joe Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 37. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often... You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and throw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
1-1. Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. Marlon Humphrey on the defensive side making that look easy from his corner position.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Gun.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
11.
Burrow will throw. Being chased out left. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
Here we go.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
180.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa.
Here we go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
12. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And they're on 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Hill going to run left. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And Jackson throwing once more. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
13. Middle.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, it's intercepted. Killer there. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
So a fourth-quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Ravens 21. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now it's Jackson.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
To throw again is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
110 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they take a knee. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Let's get set.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taking it about the 16. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to win this football game. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Here we go, here we go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Here we go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
On 2. Twelve.
Well, CD, for the losing side,